They don't use chemicals. They don't rely on fancy gadgets. Yet somehow, the Amish grow the richest, juiciest fruit you've ever tasted, right in their backyards. From ancient apple trees to wild pawpaws that taste like custard from another world, these aren't just fruit trees. They're time machines, quiet teachers, secrets passed down through generations. And today, we're diving deep into 10 fruit trees the Amish grow that you'll wish you knew sooner. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll never look at your backyard the same way again. 1. Heirloom apple trees. Morning haze. It hugs the orchard like a gray shawl, and a rooster cracks the silence into pieces that flutter off with the crows. My boots crunch damp leaves while Grandpa Yoder, stooped, steady, points out Roxbury russet trunks older than radio. He speaks formal, slow, about rootstock vigor and sap flow. Then laughs sudden. She's cranky but loyal, he says, slapping a scarred limb. Story zigzags between science and memory. How 2 skinny mules bought these saplings in 1923. How a late 30s drought near broke the clan. How cider saved them when prices crashed. Short facts. Long echoes. Frost nips blossoms some years, yet low-angled limbs welcome little hands. October. Porch buried under peck baskets. Peelers whirl. Cinnamon chokes the air. Strips of skin hang like braided ribbons above the stove. Color fading slow, sugar concentrating to amber. Winter night comes black and sharp. You bite a dry curl beside the pot-belly stove. Taste orchards humming with June bees. It ain't just fruit, you realize. It's stubborn time, jarred and hung, telling you to slow down, breathe deeper, believe flavor finds those who wait. 2. Bartlett pear trees. Late August. Humid. Cicadas stutter. Silent women in gingham bonnets move between trunks like quiet sails. They trust fingers more than calendars. One twist, gentle, decides harvest day. Chartreuse skins surrender without fuss. Formal discipline. Casual grace. Piled crates rattle on wagon boards to a cellar dug 3 generations deep. 52 degrees every single season. Pear have swim in light syrup barely sweeter than well water, then rest in glass that winks under guttering lamplight. Flash forward. January blizzard howls. Wood stove moans. A jar pops open. Soft hiss. And pale flesh glistens like stored moonlight. Spoon slides in. Summer leaks out slow. There's no hurry. Snow walls outside. But inside, taste buds remember sunlit dust motes dancing above orchard grass. Outsider might call it ordinary canning. Inside this stone house at Scripture, chapter titled Patience wins every harvest. 3. Alberta peach trees. Common wisdom says peaches hate heavy clay. So what? Amish ignore experts. Dump last winter's stove ashes in rings around trunks. Mutter half prayers, half jokes. July arrives swaggering, hot loud. Alberta's glow like tiny suns. You bite. Juice pours. Shirt ruined. Nobody cares. Kids bolt barefoot between rows, sticky laughter trailing. Imperfect fruits crowd chipped enamel basins, destined for copper kettles and 6-hour stirs. Perfect globes? They perch in willow baskets at a roadside stand, draw at tourists who think orchard magic fits in a photo. Day ends violet. Grasshoppers hush. Your chin still tacky. You lick sweetness from knuckle and think. Messing up blouse for flavor this wild feels exactly right. Rule books? Toss 'em. Peach trees remind. The richest things seldom stay tidy. 4. Stanley prune plum trees. Ever notice secret ripening? One week those Stanley plums are sour green bullets. Next week, bang, they're draped in velvet midnight. Trees line windbreak hedges, half forgotten until purple hail starts thudding barn tin. Dawn ritual, quilt spread beneath trunk. Grandpa shakes once, twice. A rainfall of indigo thumps soft. Halves laid skin side up on battered sheets. Sunshine licking moisture out. Then into brick oven, oak slabs glowing, no thermostat, just a farmer's palm hovering near flue, judging invisible numbers. Hours later, Lekver appears, paste as thick as resolve. Jar seal with shy ping. No cheers, no Instagram. Only nods. They know February dawn will need that brightness on rye toast when sky looks like dirty wool. 5. Montmorency sour cherry trees. Red lanterns everywhere. Blackbirds wheel greedy overhead. Boys sling patched bed sheets. Shimmy trunks. Shake like the day owes them laughter. Tart juice freckles faces. Inside, hand-cranked pitters were rhythm steady, almost monastic. Sugar, water, fruit. Nothing else. Lattice pies line sills. Steam swirling into June air, drifting across hayfield. Outsiders wrinkle noses. Too sour, they claim. Amish shrug. Push another pie into your mid. Life ain't always sweet, they mumble. Learn to bake the sharpness proper. One bite. Shock. Then bliss. You nod. Silent convert. 6. Moor Park apricot trees. Fragile? Maybe. But these moor parks cling to south stone wall, catching day-long warmth. Blossoms flirt with frost, so at midnight men in shadow light smudge pots. Orchard flickering like ghost campfire. Survive the chill? Good. July bleeds orange velvet. Grandmother's slice halves arrange on cedar trays. Hull up attic ladder. Roof tin scorching, acting as sun amplifier. Weeks later, leathery crescents rustle into muslin bags. Snowstorm whips ridge. Kitchen dim. You fish one dry sliver, drop on a tongue. It blooms back into juicy memory you swear has Mediterranean vowels. All without leaving Lancaster County. That's travel cheap. Also delicious. 7. Quince trees. Ugly fruit, honest soul. Quince trees twist witchy along pasture edges where nobody bothers mow. Fuzz-covered globes hard enough to hammer nails. First frost, dawn, sees machetes swinging, wheelbarrows groaning to smokehouse bench. Quartered pieces simmer forever, room filling with rosy perfume that shoves winter gloom outside. Juice clarifies, turns deep ruby, sets firm like cathedral glass. Slather on biscuit, sees sunlight jiggle. Transformation sermon right there. Take the tough. Add heat. Wait. Sweet arrives. Faith inside jam jar. Simple but not easy. Few recipes are. 8. Illinois ever-bearing mulberry trees. June dawn. Purple carpet of fallen berries stains bare soles. Kids scramble up limbs before chores. Dogs wag hopeful. Trees ask nothing. No spray, no pruning, just space to sprawl. Women sweep berries into old bed sheets. Tip haul into iron pots. Simmer down to inky syrup, sliding into recycled molasses bottles. Later, drizzle over oatmeal that steams against frosted window pane. City guest complain seeds get stuck teeth. Grandpa snorts. That's price of real, he says. Eat another pancake, hush. Messy winds. 9 pawpaw trees. Hidden along creek bends, pawpaw thickets keep secrets. Fruit dangles green, soft as potato, when perfect, blink wrong day and it's mush. Timing brutal. Reward heavenly. Custard smooth, banana vanilla mango mashup that rewrites what Northwoods can taste like. Amish learn from Seneca elders, still thank them aloud some evenings. Pulp churned with eggs, sugar, baked into pudding that perfumes whole lane. Extra puree frozen into cubes for Christmas pies. You spoon bite, crack smile, wonder why grocery stores ignore this treasure. Maybe paradise isn't meant for fluorescent aisles. 10. American persimmon trees. Corn's cut, fields bleak. Suddenly persimmons glow bronze against bare twigs. Old rule, never bite pre-frost or mouth puckers into forgotten trumpet. Wait, frost slaps fruit tender, flesh turns jelly. Shake branch, thud, thud onto horse blanket. Pulp mashed, sieved, blended with cloves into dark batter. Loaves baked, swaddle cloth, stored in icehouse cold but never dry. Slice, served with sharp cheddar. You chew taste of campfire smoke, damp leaf, hush just before snow hushes more. Persimmon closes orchard tale, saying what all 9 cousins already hinted. Patience ain't slogan. It's flavor. The longer you're willing to wait, the sweeter the life dripping down your chin. If these trees could talk, they'd whisper old prayers, share family stories, maybe even challenge how you see food itself. The Amish don't grow fruit for the gram. They grow it for survival, for flavor, and for something deeper that's hard to put in words. So before you rush to the nearest garden center or hit add to cart online, pause. Think slower. Grow smarter. If you found a little peace or inspiration in these old ways, hit that like button and share this with someone who dreams of a simpler life. Thanks for watching Rustic Pantry, where tradition still bears fruit. See you next time.